Welcome to Win With Barlow, the podcast where we turn your entrepreneurial dreams into reality. With your host, Akira Barlow. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of DNA testing businesses. Looking to maintain momentum or ready to scale? This series is your guide to success. Let's get started.
Hey family, how's it going? Welcome back to another audio learning lesson. It is your girl, Akira Barlow of Win With Barlow. Y'all know I call myself the queen of DNA, baby. I am so serious about trademarking it too, just so you know, all right? It's in the works. But listen, welcome back to another audio lesson. If you're catching this on YouTube, make sure you leave me a comment and subscribe to the channel. If you're catching this on the podcast platforms, welcome to another session. So, in today's audio learning lesson, I want to talk a little bit about how to actually get more sales in your DNA business. I know we've gone through marketing and different strategies that you can potentially use. I know I dropped some in the DNA e-course. Shameless plug. If you have not taken the DNA training e-course, you might want to go ahead and get it. I am going to be improving it and changing it and updating it real soon. So the price is going to go up, baby. Okay. So go ahead and get it while you can. But I do want to kind of share some detailed strategies, just kind of give you a little bit more insight on securing some clients for your business. I know some of you have gotten started and it may be a little slow, and that's okay. Okay. It's okay. It doesn't mean that it's not going to work. It doesn't mean that this is not for you. It just means that the business is building. Okay. So for the most part, y'all hear me all the time on all of my platforms. I'm telling y'all back to back, like you have to establish brand awareness. Like you have to establish the awareness and you have to create the demand for your business. And you're doing this as an owner by being strategic. All right. And how are you being strategic? What strategies are you using? I know you want to know. The first tip that I have for you is to make sure you're focused in on a specific group of people. So, who is your target market? Who are you trying to reach? I know when you first get it started, it's practically anybody, right? If you got the money for a test, baby, we got you. Get it. I totally get it, right? But if you are more intentional about who you want to work with. So let's just say you decide that you want to work with, let's say you want to focus on new mothers. Let's say new mothers is going to be your category of choice, right? You're focused on connecting with new moms. So where are these new moms? Where are they? They are shopping for the baby. They are contacting people about breastfeeding. So breastfeeding consultants. They're reaching out to midwives and maybe doulas. They are preparing for the baby. So put yourself in the shoes of a mom who's preparing for a baby. What do they like to eat? What do they like to snack on? Are they getting massages? Are they getting their feet done? Where are these people? Once you have an exact idea of who this target market is, then it's easier to focus on reaching them. And your target market will probably change every quarter. I know every quarter I pick a different group of people, a different sector of people to focus on and to do business with because I'm constantly trying to build. That's just the name of this DNA game. And so you are probably going to change that sector, but for the most part, try to focus on working with just one group of people for at least 90 days, at least an entire quarter, at least, I would say, because it gives you a chance to measure the results. It gives you a chance to create a strategy and perfect it. It gives you a chance to pull that strategy and make some adjustments. Like all of that is important to business. And if you are really trying to make this thing pop, if you're really trying to make this thing work, then you got to really have a strategy in place. So figure out exactly who you want to target and get to where they are and get them things that they need. I know that everybody wants to drop a flyer, you want to give people business cards, but maybe you need to up your game a little bit. I like to give people calendars, things that they're actually going to use. So at the very top of the advertisement, I got a calendar on here, a 2025 calendar. And in the bottom, of course, has the business information. Things like that people can actually use so they're seeing it. They're giving it to other people. Other people are seeing it. I love notepads because I can give these to a receptionist. I can give these to, my nurses so they can, scribble on, dribble on. So giving people things that are actually useful and not just a flyer, not just a, business card. I actually try to stay away from a lot of business cards because they're really kind of just for other professionals. I really like to give people so that they can use. And when they're using something, they're seeing it or other people are seeing it. I love pens. I love giving out like swag bags. I guess it's really the wrong term, but you follow my drift, right? Little bags like the daycare centers where I may have pencils and coloring books and stuff like that because, the kids like to color, right? So just being smart about what your marketing material is, to me, that resonates and it sends a better message than just your standard flyers or just regular business cards. But once you have a target market of these people, give them the things that they may need, give them something. I love to advertise just straight coupons. So if you catch a flyer of my company, it may not actually be a flyer, it could just be an actual coupon. So it may look like a football ticket or something because we're in football season, right? Or it may look like an actual like coupon or a movie ticket or something, and it says, "Hey, get $100 off of a paternity DNA test," something like that. And then on the back side of that, I will have the company information, maybe a calendar, maybe something about our referral program, keeping it kind of compact, not jam packed with too much information, but something that's useful and that, something that gets the attention of somebody. If I'm advertising it at maybe a barbershop, I want to make sure that I use, you know, flyers that resonate with men. So my colors may be a little bit more masculine, especially you ladies who are using glitter and all those bright colors in your business. I would probably make it a little bit more masculine, and I will come up with some creative headliners. Cut her out of the picture, get a DNA test today, something like that for my barbershop people. Just because it resonates with the barbershop, it makes the men laugh and it definitely gets their attention. And it's easier for a barber to kind of promote the service for you. So if they have something like that, maybe on their little mirror, the barbers have the mirror behind them. Like if they have something like that, cut her out of the picture, get a DNA test or something, and then, they see it, it builds conversation, and it just makes it easier for people to kind of say, "Oh yeah, this lady, I know her. She owns a DNA testing business," and it kind of just takes the conversation from there without having to be too personal with their client. So be smart about your target market and the things that may get their attention. For mothers, I know that's the example that I gave. I may create some content or marketing material that explains that, hey, you don't have to do this alone. DNA testing at your service, or honing in on the fact that our company allows, this process to be extremely discreet and extremely confidential, so they don't have to worry about their business all out in the streets. Like that is important, and that's one of the main things that I push when I talk about the fact that we are a private DNA testing agency. So be strategic about who you're going to, and use marketing that really resonates with that sector of people. And you want to be consistent with this sector of people. You can't jump out the gate on a Monday with a flyer, passing them out, and then you don't pass no more out for a week. And then like you need to sit down and really say, hey, I'm going to get out every single Thursday from, 9 to 2 while the kids at school. And I'm going, knock on some doors, and, I'm going to rub some shoulders and make some connections. Like you have to really do that if you're really, really trying to get some sales. I also am going to recommend that you show up on social media more from, I would say, a personable standpoint as opposed to just like a business. And I say that because when I first started my business, I wasn't hiding behind my logo. I know a lot of y'all do. Y'all want to, y'all want to hide. I just want to post a flyer and get on down. I get it. Trust me, I do. But I knew that in my area, people may want to see. And so I may not have been filming myself. Um, I'm still showing people like the process of like the actual service. So it's kind of like somebody like a hairstylist. You are showcasing what you're good at. You're showcasing your, the hairstyles you're doing. You're showing the process. You're talking to people about how to book you. Like all of that is kind of the same thing. So I initially started dropping content that showed me like doing the test. It wouldn't physically be me or like an actual client all the time. Yes, I will stage in content, okay? Because I mean, it's business, baby. You gotta make the sale, baby. It is what it is. It make it do what it do, okay? But I wanted people to know that there's no blood, or if they do choose a blood test, this is what it looks like. And, showing me in the field and me giving education about, parental rights and, birth certificates and why people need DNA tests and all of that. So when people would go look me up, they would see that I knew exactly what I was talking about, and that would drive more sales to me. So step from behind the logo a little bit. I know you may not want to, but come on from behind the logo and show up for your brand and show up for your business. I also kind of changed my apparel. So I know a lot of you are asking me, like, do I have to wear scrubs? And let me just say something, y'all. I found the coolest, the top, man, the sexiest, sleekest scrubs ever. I got the link in the description box. They are actually by Angel Love Davis from Basketball Wives. Yes, I got an affiliate link. So check my girl, check me out now. Check your girl out, baby. Shop that link in the bio. Shop that link in the description box. All right. And man, I love those scrubs. They just look so good. But you may not always be in a scrub sort of setting. So, and that's okay. Like, I would wear business clothes. Like, I would dress business casual when I was going to visit the attorneys, and business partners. I would, dress casual. I didn't always dress in my scrubs. And when I would be in my scrubs, I kind of changed my look. And when I say change my look, I mean, like, I started to get my scrubs like airbrushed, and I started to like get something like, other than the business itself, like embroidered onto my scrubs. So the back of my scrubs or my lab jackets used to say the Queen of DNA, or DNA Queen, or DNA specimen collector, things like that. So it would get people's attention, like, oh, so what exactly do you do? It also kind of gave me a little momentum, a little bit more hype when I'm out in the field connecting with people, because it helps me kind of like stand apart. So don't steal my name, but maybe come up with something a little catchy, or, just have your business name present consistently. If you're using your actual car, you want to put a car magnet on it, then look, do that. If you want to get into, running ads on social media, I highly recommend Facebook, Instagram. Those sort of things will drive more sales to your DNA business. So be consistent, really come up with a strategy. Of course, I got a link in the description box. You can definitely check out my new marketing class. It literally gives you some very unique, and I'm saying extremely unique. It's very detailed. I ain't gonna even lie, I did my thing on that marketing class. So the link is in the description. If you did not catch it, go ahead and grab it. It's definitely worth every single dime. But I highlight just some additional ways to kind of make your business stand out, some additional ways to kind of get your sales going, especially as a new DNA testing business. So check that out. So I hope today been cool for you. I hope you got a little bit of insight. Hope it kind of got your gears going so that you can kind of think of some new ways to, you know, capitalize in your area. And that's another thing. Focus on your immediate area. I know a lot of you keep hitting me up like, I want to hire collectors. I want to scale. I want to do this. I want to do that. But also keep in mind that when you're hiring collectors in different areas, you got to market there. You got to create the demand in that area. So if you can't create the demand where you are, it's going to be hard to create it, somewhere you're not there, where you're not at physically every day. So keep that in mind. When I'm hiring collectors and I'm choosing areas for business, I have to market there. So that means that I have to spend money to get the clients. So consider that as well. So let me know in the comments what you guys are thinking. Shoot me an email or something like that. And I'll see you guys on our next episode.